Up next, the Lakers taking on the Hawks. For the Lakers, it's been a display of dominance this season. Few teams can match their heart or their talent. They'll have a big edge at home tonight as they look to keep it rolling. Hawks, Lakers is next, right after this. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Atlanta. Right now, they're down to the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
And I think for the Hawks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Risa Shea and Johnson. Tyson Daniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, they've got LeBron James. Doncic out there with Marcus Smart. Then there's Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players. But only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
For all his strength and power, James can also be extremely graceful, throwing off the defender with a really nice move.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Doncic outside. Takes a 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Johnson the screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Hawks passing it around. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Johnson for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Doncic with a screen for Ayton from the baseline. Rebound by the Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Risa Shea. And the dunk by Risa Shea.
Yeah, if you give Risa Shea a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Los Angeles leading by 4. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Doncic kicks to James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Hawks, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Kevin, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Second in field goal percentage, 15th in scoring, and for the steals, not a strong point for them thus far this season. Top 20 in the league. Some of that, I think, is because they're just conservative defensively.
And I did want to bring up their field goal percentage again, Greg. You can't have good shooting without good ball movements, and they've been terrific in that regard. Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Jake LaRavia. Here's Okongwu. And again, it's Atlanta.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Hawks. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And again, the Lakers, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. That gives them the lead. And that's now 6 points for Reza Shea. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Ayton. Dalton Knecht comes in for Marcus Smart. And Smith subbed in for Doncic. Porzingis is checked in for Atlanta. McCollum comes in for Daniel.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's
Porzingis, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
It's really a challenge to keep Porzingis in check from mid-range. He's so tall and long, and he's got a great feel for the shot.
Now here is Smith. Defense is right there. And that time, also a missed shot. Atlanta leading by 4. Alexander Walker finishes to Porzingis.
What a creative finisher who throws it down with ease at 7-3. Put the ball in Porzingis' hands, and he'll occasionally wow you.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
For 3, Smith. Atlanta with the rebound. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities, and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Smith fires from way outside. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Maxi Kleba is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Connect. Then it's James. And it's Vincent in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Connect. Back to LeBron. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. James has got 7.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Now here's McCollum, defended by Vincent, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's James. Throw down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that. LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Kispert, the pass to Porzingis. The Hawks working the ball around. McCollum. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
McCollum right side. They swipe it. Here's Connect. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out. But looks like they're putting it together right now.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Gabe Vincent. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Johnson with a screen on Doncic. McCollum dishes to Daniels. Johnson left side. Pass to Porzingis. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Pass to Rizichet. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
Man, it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
From deep LeBron, rebound by Johnson. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And yes, it's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And it's Doncic missing.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Johnson kicks to McCollum. Daniels from outside. Kleba with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
Rizichet finds McCollum. Back to Rizichet. Here's the 3. Lakers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Back to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for James. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Porzingis. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for C.J. McCollum. Doncic passes to Ayton. Now here's Vanderbilt. And here is Ayton, covered by Okongwu. Can they get it? Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, they're working the outside game more than they did in the first quarter. The balanced approach seems to be paying off.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Free throw no good for Ayton.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Good on the three-point shot. Smart's got 6.
And just playing aggressive basketball. Smart taking what's his out there.
Here's Alexander Walker. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's LaRavia missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight. That has been the driving force for the Hawks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForest has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk. We're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. So close. Give it up for the participants.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East. These standings, they tell a story. And so can we, guys. Once upon a time, there was a trio of intelligent and handsome broadcasters.
And they lived in a luxurious studio and traded wisdom about the future of the NBA's best.
One day, the grandest of them all had a proclamation: get the ball to thy paint.
These types of stories, they tend to have predictable endings, don't they? And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Hawks.
Anytime they sniff the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So it's Atlanta now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. On the court for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1 spot. James looking around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hawks leading by 17. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. Fires for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard. And sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
Oh, tricky move by Johnson, using that pump fake to get his defender up in the air.
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And the first one drops. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Back to Arabia. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's the 3-point line. Smart's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside Daniel. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Rizachet. Pass to Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Hawks leading by 12. Alexander Walker finds Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. Okongwu against Ayton. Clock at 6. 3-pointer, Daniels. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the paint, here's Okongwu.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Lakers trail by 12. Outside, Smart. To the inside. He's looking for James and finds him. Doncic outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka's going to cook you.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Porzingis kicks to Okongwu. Pass to Daniel. Here's Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And Ayton stays with it.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
It's good from long range. He's got 14.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Alexander Walker.
59 seconds left here in the third quarter. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
All right, fans, if you want a free t-shirt, get up.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Then for the Hawks, Jalen Johnson's checked in for Okongwu. Kisper comes in for Rizachet. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. So it's the Lakers now. Gannett with a wide open look. Los Angeles with another miss. Back to Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got 18 points.
This is the kind of scoring punch that McCollum can provide. He gets it done at all three levels.
Pass to Vincent. Kleba with a screen on McCollum. Vincent's shot is good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A three from McCollum. There he goes again. That's his ninth straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Vincent. McCollum looking it over. Porzingis sets the pick for McCollum. And the Hawks with another three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Franklin Connect is out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Maxi Kleba. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's James in at the three. That's the Laker 5. Here's McCollum. Count it, good. McCollum's got 10 points here in the second half.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
James. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in.
Number 2, Jarrett Vanderbilt.
Lakers trail by 16. Here's Connect. Vincent on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, overall, their shot selection much better here in the second half. We'll see if that's the case for the rest of the game, if they can keep that up.
A three from McCollum buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
James gets inside and finishes.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Porzingis sets the pick for Kispert. Now here's McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for Porzingis.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Johnson. The Hawks working the ball around. And here's McCollum for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Jake LaRavia comes in for Vanderbilt. Smart's checked in for Dalton Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Reza Shea is coming in for Corey Kispert. And Daniels subbed in for Kennard. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to LaRavia. Back to Doncic. For the 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
That's now his 2nd three-pointer of the half and his 3rd of the night.
Smart against Daniel. The 3 from McCollum drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 11 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Down low, it's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's LeBron. And a missed layup.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
McCollum against James. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Smart on the wing. LeBron outside. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Okongwu. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Doncic kicks to Smart. And Ayton throws it down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
On the wing, Doncic. He drills the 3.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Atlanta.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here is win number 21 on the season.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today,
and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Okongwu against Ayton. Doncic with it. Just 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Here's McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got 44.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.